Hello there, you guys. This is going to be a weekly twin flame soulmate / divine partnership reading. So, I was guided to pick these readings back up again just to help others, because I feel like people are still seeking guidance and information. And even though I don't like the term twin flame, it's just a label. Really what people are asking or seeking information is if a person that they are feeling a connection to is their divine partner, or the person whom God sent for them or created just for them. That person that's meant for you, really, that true loving partnership is really what you're asking or seeking to know. So twin flame, soulmate, divine partnerships, they're really just labels to kind of define a connection. Sometimes labels can be ego traps, but I know that people resonate with labels and it helps them. It triggers things within them because there's information that they're seeking. So, I'm going to use it because I know that there's people that are resonate with that whole term and that whole label and the so-called experience. So I'm just here to help and assist those who are in the same situation, because I've been in the same situation with this whole twin flame, the confusion of it, the trying to figure out, the wanting to know. And at the end of the day, it really is a soul journey about the self. Any connection you have with anyone, romantic or not, they're all a reflection of us. So what we do with it, how we work with that situation, it's really for us and our highest good. But I feel like what people are seeking on the romantic sense of these soul connections is if this person is your true love. So, I mean, even then, you can't fully confirm to another person if a person is their true love. That's something within their own heart, their own discernment, their own truth. Something that they'd have to take up with their own creator if that's the case. You can only help so much. So I'm going to go ahead and do the reading, you guys. And I'm going to use the True Love Oracle reading cards. And then for advice card, I'm going to use the Romance Angels Oracle deck. Okay, so what's the overall energy? You have Divine Feminine as the overall energy. Your energy. The other person's energy. Actually, let's do it this way so you can see better. Okay. What is the lessons that you were to learn this week with this connection? What is the lessons that you were to learn? This card sends out worthiness. Okay. What are the challenges that you will face this week? What are going to be the challenges? The Rainbow Reviver, which is like the card for playfulness for me. And what is it that Spirit wants you to know about this situation or this connection this week? Emotional freedom with the Gardener underneath the deck. Okay. So your energy, or the overall energy, is the Divine Feminine. So this is about, for most out there, it's usually women or feminine energies that usually are drawn to the whole twin flame phenomenon. For others of you, this, I feel like for majority actually, that it resonates with you stepping into your power and owning yourself. I also feel like it's an element of nurturing, self-acceptance, love, appreciation for the self, focusing on the self. Really about stepping into your power. Owning up your shit is kind of what I'm getting. That's the message I'm getting with that card. So this is really a self-focused energy this whole week. It comes to this other person whom you are inquiring about. You have the Sacred Woman. Okay, so the Sacred Woman card, I feel like where they're at in their overall energy is that it's like they're working on their own feminine energy. I feel like everyone is, this is like a self-acceptance energy. It's a healing energy. If you look in her hand, it's like being receptive to healing. And it's like a heart there. So I get heart chakra. This is self-love. This is compassion. This is forgiveness. And I feel like that's where they are. I also feel like this is where they're at in relations to you, that maybe they're being open and receptive to healing and forgiving themselves within the situation, because some of you could be dealing with a what others would call a karmic relationship, but karma is neither good nor bad. It's just a necessary energy. We all have karma in some way. But I feel like this is maybe a traumatic experience or an unhealthy experience with this person, that maybe they've done and said some things to that weren't, just. And I feel like this is them being open and receptive to healing. And it's not just you that maybe they're needing to forgive themselves about. It could be other women or others that they've loved. They could be an abusive type of person. Could lack self-love within themselves. So they reflect that back to others. It's kind of just the energy I'm getting from that card. With the lesson, I feel like you're needing to forgive this person as well. Sorry. I feel like your energy, you need to forgive this person. You also need to forgive yourself when it comes to other relationships, because you may feel like you've allowed people to treat you harshly and badly. And I also feel like this person may, the commitment card comes out, so I feel like this person may lack, they have they have issues with committing to not just a person when it comes to romantic relationships, but they're very unreliable people just in general. They're not committed to themselves. They're not whole within themselves. There's a lack of self-love here. I feel like that's just entire theme, whether it's you or this other person. Everyone's working on self-forgiveness and compassion and forgiving others at this time, especially if they've hurt you. I feel like you especially need to forgive them, and maybe also forgive yourself if you feel like you've allowed people to do you wrong. But I feel like this person doesn't have the ability to be in a stable commitment to anyone right now. It's kind of, this person has commitment issues. Maybe they don't stay at jobs very long. It could be that they don't stay in friendships very long. They lose friends easily. Sometimes they could be aloof, unemotionally available. It's kind of the energy I'm getting. Everyone's lesson this week is definitely worthiness. It's definitely about looking at yourself, because this woman is looking in her reflection and it's totally different from what she actually looks like. And I just get that that's you looking at yourself in a different light, and you have to look at yourself in a higher light. This is self-appreciation. Because a lot of you, when you deal with this person, I feel like what they're teaching you is how to love yourself, and you may be teaching them in a different way how to love themselves. The lessons are different, showing them in ways that they don't love themselves, and they're showing you in their own way how you're not loving yourself. So like I said, it's a divine mirror. Everyone is a mirror and reflection of you. So I feel like whoever this person is that you're inquiring about, that's what they're doing. Essentially, they're helping you to see. So this person could be very non-committed, and you might take that as, I'm not good enough, or I'm not beautiful, or I'm not handsome enough, I'm not intelligent enough, I'm not this, I'm not that. But really, it's just reflecting back to you the lack of self-love you have within yourself. It's not really the other person. They're kind of just showing that to you for you to heal. So it's a blessing in disguise type of energy. And you may be showing them in ways, if you guys say you had an argument, or you're showing them that they're not reliable, or you make them feel bad about themselves and say that you can't be trusted, or you're not a good person. It makes them look at themselves as, maybe I'm not worthy, or I'm not good enough in some way. So that's really the biggest lesson for you this week, is this worthiness energy. You're going to be challenged here. I feel with the Rainbow Reviver, it's this playful, childlike energy of trust and faith and staying in a high vibration. That's going to be challenging for you because I feel like you could take this energy a little too seriously rather than just taking it up and getting through the lesson, whatever it is that's being pushed or putting in your face. Just look at it at face value and learn the lessons and just get it out of the way. It's like, just eat the food. You might not want to eat the vegetables, but you know that it's good for you. Just eat it now and get it over with so you can get up from the table. You don't have to worry about it anymore. It's kind of the energy I'm getting, that you need to take this in a more lighthearted approach. That you might, as a child, you have to go to bed at a certain hour. You know that you have to eat certain things for breakfast and dinner that you don't want to eat. You can't stay outside too long. There's certain restrictions as a child. And you know that it's only because your parents want what's best for you. So it's like your higher self, God, your angels, they're all doing this because this is what's best for you. And it's challenging to see it in that way. You may feel restricted. You may feel like this is like a painful, stressful energy, but just do what needs to be done, because later on it's gonna teach you something very valuable about yourself, is the energy I'm getting. Okay, so what is Spirit wanting you to know about this situation this week? You have emotional freedom. So I feel like you kept yourself on lockdown for this person, especially when it comes to commitment. You've held this person up in a high regard and placed a lot of hopes and dreams on this person, and put a lot of faith into them and expecting them to do better. And somehow they always fail, it seems, emotionally. You're very isolated. You're very stuck. Your heart is on ice. It's like you're not allowing your heart to be free to love. And, even with loving this person, a part of you feels guilty and wants to take it back. But Spirit is telling you that there's never a mistake with love. Not even the roughest or hardest person. You should never regret the love that you give, because that's who your true essence is. You are divine love. And I feel like that's where the guilt comes in, of how much love you gave and lack of what you received. So it's like you're looking at how much I gave in comparison to how much I've actually received, and it makes you feel guilty. It makes you feel stupid. It makes you feel worthless. The Spirit's telling you that you can be free of that. It's how you're perceiving it. It's how you're looking at it. You're not looking at it in a way that I love because I want to love this person. They don't have to love me back. It's because I want to love this person. How much I give to this person, that's up to me. No one can force me to give or when not to give. It's when I feel like it's what I want to do. I feel like you need to shift your perception. You're not under any lockdown or any type of limitation when it comes to your heart and how much you give and how much you feel. And also, don't deny that maybe that you're upset or that you miss someone or whatever it is that you feel emotionally. Spirit's telling you to let that be free. Don't stagnate it. Don't hold it hostage. Don't isolate it, because it's not natural. The underlying energy you have is the Gardener. So the Gardener card came out, and I feel like this is all about manifestation. I also feel like this person is going to help you to see what it is that you wish to manifest when it comes to a loving partner. Whether you decide that this person is for you or not for you, they're going to help you decide and get really clear on what it is that you want in a relationship. What's worth nurturing, what's worth building, and also you may be paying attention to their efforts. Like, it's going to show, it's going to reveal a lot to you. I feel this week is going to reveal a lot about yourself, a lot about this other person, and a lot about what you want and don't want when it comes to love. So let's see what the overall advice, or the advice for Spirit is. What is the advice? Finances and career. With this card, I feel like Spirit's telling you advice this week. You need to focus on your priorities. Whether it actually be finances and career or whatever responsibilities you have, focus on your priorities at this time and what you need to get done and what you need to do. Helps you take your mind off of this situation. Because I kind of get, you have the engagement card at the bottom of the deck, and it says your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. What I get is that this is a distraction for you. The Spirit wants you to focus on your priorities and other things at this time, because you're not seeing that your love life is actually evolving. It's getting better. That this situation is a stepping stone to prepare you for what's coming, what's in your highest good. Okay? So whomever this person is you're dealing with, I kind of get that this is an unhealthy situation. It could just be right now that it's not working, or it could be that this person is just not it and you need to move past them. I would suggest getting a personal reading for more clarity for you individually. But Spirit's just telling you to distract yourself with other things, your priorities, and not in a way that it's boring or it's like, I gotta do it. It's like, just focus on other things that you got going for yourself. Because I feel like Spirit's working behind the scenes and bringing about a better relationship, a more solid commitment for you, more promising relationship is what I'm getting. So if you're interested in clarity for your own individual situation, you can purchase a twin flame reading with me. I'll leave it in the description box below just to get more insight, because this is, general. It's not going to get into the root of everyone's situation. It's kind of just an overview type of energy. So I hope you guys enjoyed this and you found this helpful and it gives you some insight and clarity. As always, I send you much love. Peace.